In order for our guest VMs to communicate with other guest VMs and our host computer, we need to create a host-only network. To do this, open VirtualBox. In the top left corner, select File and Preferences. Go into the Network tab and select Host-Only Networks. Select the plus button on the right-hand side of the screen to create a network. When you are prompted by User Account Control, select Yes and wait for the network to be created. VirtualBox is creating a new networking adapter that your VMs will use to interface with your host computer. Once this is complete, you will see the network listed under Host-Only Networks. Select the network and click the wrench on the right-hand side to edit the network. You can see the network settings for a host-only network displayed here. Navigate to the DHCP server tab and make sure that Enable Server is unchecked, and navigate back to the Adapter tab. An IP address is automatically picked from an available subnet on your network, but you are free to change this at any time. I'm going to change mine to 192.168.0.1. I'm going to do this because I know that my host computer is on the 192.168.1.1 network, and I know that nothing on my network is using 192.168.0.1. You can find out what your host computer is using for an IP address by hitting the Windows key and typing in CMD. Open Command Prompt, and once it loads, type in the command ipconfig. This will list all of your network adapter configurations. If you've never ran this command before, what we're looking for is the IPv4 address. Now I found two. The 192.168.1.86 is my host computer's IP address. The other 192 address is the network that we just created in VirtualBox. Now what this means in VirtualBox is that my third octet should not be .1. The first octet is 192, the second octet can be 168, and the third octet should not be .1 because that's already in use. I can use .0, .2, 3, 4, 5, anything all the way up to 255. You just need to glance through here and make sure that you're not going to be using any address that's already in use on your network. Close out a command prompt and return to VirtualBox. Now I already have my IP address set to 192.168.0.1 and I've verified that this is an open IP address. The network mask is 255.255.255.0 and DHCP is not enabled. Now we just need to click OK to create the network. Again, when you're prompted by User Account Control, select Yes. Now we need to connect our guest VM to our newly created network. To do this, open the settings of the VM. Navigate to the Network tab and notice that we're going to leave Adapter 1 enabled and attached to a NAT. Select Adapter 2 and choose Enable Network Adapter. Next, select the host-only adapter from the Attached to drop-down list. Now make sure the name is the same as the network that you just created. Now our VM is connected to the host-only network, and all we need to do now is configure its local VM network adapter settings, and we'll do that when we install Windows. That's it for this lecture. Great job, and I'll see you in the next one.